Buckle up. You are listening to Musicians and Beyond with Sarabian and Lawhorn, where we bring you the backstage info on the life, the lyrics, and the long journeys of the music industry. Today we are on episode number 83, the last episode of 2023. Last week we had three-time Grammy-nominated Tyler Morris. This kid came into the studio, 3 or 4 guitars, cranked it out, told us his writing processes, brought us behind the scenes of all kinds of electrical things he uses to change the sounds, how he builds them. Very intricate and very interesting guy. Totally amazing and very Eddie Van Halen-like. So please check out Tyler Morris. You won't be disappointed. And today we got Rachel Lipsky all the way from Nashville, Tennessee. She has opened up for Blake Shelton, Keith Urban, Lady Antebellum, Hank Williams Jr., and she has been graced to go overseas numerous times to play for the armed forces. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Rachel Lipsky.
Hi, how are you?
Good afternoon, Rachel Lipsky. How are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
We are doing wonderful.
Hi, thanks so much for having me.
This is great to have you. You popped in with some great energy.
Thank you.
So let's talk all about you. You got all kinds of stuff going on, and you're living down in Nashville now.
Yes, yeah. I've been here for over 13 years, and originally from Denver, Colorado. But man, it's been an amazing journey. One of my biggest dreams in the whole wide world was to go overseas and entertain our troops. And by gosh, did it take a long time to finally get somebody to say yes. But I'm celebrating 10 years this year with Armed Forces Entertainment. And they've taken me over on 7 different tours now.
Wow. What a great thing to do to the people that are protecting America for us.
Absolutely. Favorite thing.
That is awesome. And not only do you do that, but you've opened up for some big names, Blake Shelton, Keith Urban, Lady Antebellum, Hank Williams Jr., just to name a few.
Yes. Yeah. Just been so blessed to have gotten on some amazing main stages, big festivals. I've won several contests that have also helped me get on the same stage as some of those people. And you know, it's wonderful.
That is wonderful. So your big break really was a Pepsi contest that you were in, and you won that, and that kind of pushed you into stardom.
Yeah, it definitely helped get me in front of a lot of people. And gosh, that tour, we got to open for Blake Shelton. That was that opportunity. Neil McCoy and Cassidy Pope were on that tour at that time. And so cool. It was so much fun.
That is cool. That's every musician's dream, is to do something like that.
Yes. Yeah. Because those contests are hard, man. I mean, it's like it could be anybody, you know, and you don't really know what the judges are looking for. And but definitely go for it, because why couldn't it be you?
Right. If you don't try, you're not going to get it.
Yes, exactly.
And there's so much incredible talent out there, musical talent. It's really amazing.
Oh, yeah. There's an abundance of talent. But the best thing you could do is try to connect with people. And that's what really matters. Talent isn't the big factor in getting signed to a record deal or what have you, but whatever your goal is. But it's connecting with your audience and finding your people that are super fans for you.
Mm-hmm. So you're playing around Nashville. Where do you play? Do you play up and down the Strip, or do you play on the outskirts?
So I don't play in Nashville a whole heck of a lot, because I make more money playing out of Nashville. So, gosh, we play in Indiana, Kentucky, East Tennessee, all over the U.S., Montana, California, Idaho, Michigan, you know, anywhere and everywhere we can get our hands on. And when I do play in Nashville, I've been able to play at Hard Rock Cafe downtown. Wow. Listening Room, the Basement, so many of those amazing venues.
Awesome. So how did you get into this whole music industry and the music as a dream?
I've always known I wanted to do it. I just never knew how to get there. Both my parents worked for the government, so they were not sure how to get me where I wanted to go either. And, but they were so proactive in helping me try to get into open mics, karaoke contests, putting me in choirs in school and church. Networking is the biggest thing in the music business. I think in any business. And, so it was just trying to get that figured out. I started my first band when I was 16. I got the opportunity to open for Toto.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, it was amazing. I got to have dinner with the whole band, and they were so nice and so gracious. So that and then I was just like cutting my teeth in honky tonks. And then I moved to Nashville. I packed up everything and, talking to more and more people. I had taken trips to Nashville a few times before I moved here, and getting to know people and talking to them, music executives, radio people. And the most common denominator was like, you just need to be here because you'll meet more people. And also Nashville, there's such a high bar. You've got the best songwriters in the world, the best musicians in the world. Not to say that there aren't other places that have amazing, but this is a music city. It's Mecca.
Right.
And so you either rise to that bar or you get discouraged and you quit. And hopefully it makes you want to be better and to get in the mix.
Right. That's great that you took it that way. And, you're almost forced, if you want to make it, you're almost forced to do better. And, per se, try to keep up with the Joneses.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you knew at a very young age that you wanted to be a musician for your career.
Yes.
Wow. And do you do anything else besides music?
I was serving and bartending for a long time. And I travel. I love hiking. I love watching good movies, great TV shows, just try to enjoy life and all that good stuff.
That is fantastic. Some great words of wisdom there. We're going to talk about a couple of your songs. Do you have a favorite out of the ones that you've written? They're all really good. I've gotten the chance to listen to a bunch, and I do have a couple of favorites. But what is your favorite?
Well, I would probably have to say I still can't believe I co-wrote Black Magic. That was our most recent single. And I know that maybe a lot of times musicians think their most recent baby is the best, but I feel like it's the most just very well thought out, very Beatles-esque sort of structure of a song that I've ever written. It's pretty amazing that I got to have my name on it.
Awesome. So we're talking with Rachel Lipsky, and you can find out about her and where she is playing at rachellipsky.com. You can buy some cool swag. You can download some music. You can watch her awesome videos. And she was talking about Black Magic, and we are going to go and listen to Black Magic right now. And then we're going to come back with Rachel, and she's going to tell us about how she wrote that and her inspiration behind it. Here's Rachel Lipsky with Black Magic.
Yeah, baby, you put a little voodoo on it, a little voodoo on it. When your kiss hits my lips, feels like a spell of a little juju on it, a little juju on it. The more I taste, more I crave, this ain't ending well. I can't stop it now, don't even wanna try. I know you know that I wanna play it. The thrill of the chill from your fingertips, baby, make it dangerous, make it dangerous. When you do, it's taboo, even devilish. Baby, on a night like this, I wanna play it. Oh, baby, lay me down. Fly so high till we crash to the ground. Feels so good 'cause you're such a
All right, Rachel Lipsky with Black Magic. Rachel, awesome song, great vibe. Tell us how you wrote that and your inspiration behind that.
I had been driving home really late from work one night. I was exhausted and I just kind of let my brain free. And I came up, all of a sudden this melody popped into my brain, and then I started humming, and I started maybe some lyrics started coming out, and I was like, wow, there's something to this. There's always, typically when you're driving and you can't record something, or you're in the shower, something wonderful hits you. So it's like, okay, pull over really quickly. Let me get this down on a voice memo. And, I save all my ideas and melody ideas or titles, even lines that I think are going to be great. I'm just not sure where it goes yet. And I always have them jotted down for songwriting sessions. And I was writing with my producer probably a couple months after that had hit me. And we were talking about what we should write together. And I was like, I don't know if I should bring this one up, but I'm going to see if he connects with the voice memo. So I played it for him, and he instantly was like, oh yeah. And then we wrote it very quickly, and which doesn't always happen, and doesn't mean it's going to be a hit song if you do or don't. But we had so much fun with it and turned it into this beautiful masterpiece that I am so proud of.
So that one just kind of flowed and happened quickly. How long does it usually take to write a song from start to finish? I know it varies.
It does. I mean, typically a Nashville songwriter session, you block 3 hours with your co-writer. So, and sometimes you can write a song in 45 minutes to an hour. Sometimes you come back multiple times for 6 months trying to get it right. And, or even longer, Independence Day, Gretchen Peters, which was a big Martina McBride hit, that took her 7 years to write that. Mm-hmm. So, it's not always quick, but, you just want to make the best music you can always. And, sometimes fast, sometimes it's not, but when it's fast and really special, it's pretty amazing.
Awesome. So when you're out on the road playing, you're kind of classified as rowdy country.
Yes.
And when you're up on stage, you really command the stage in the presence of the audience. And you play a lot of your originals, and you also do some covers. And one of my favorites, I got to say, is Nothing But a Good Time by Poison. I've been a big Poison fan forever. And
I love it.
Dude, you kill it.
Thank you.
You nail it. I mean, I love it. It's just got a little twist to it, and it's really good.
Thank you. Yeah, a lot of that goes to my producer, Jeff Copeland, because he added that little, I don't need nothing but a good time, that little repeat that is so hooky. It added that extra thing that we were like, oh my gosh, this is so cool.
It definitely jumps out on you.
Oh yeah, thank you. I'm so glad you like it. And it was fun to put a female twist on this song. isn't it amazing how some of these songs that have been released 40, 50 years ago are still as relevant today as ever?
Very
They're
relevant.
timeless.
I mean, I'm a big 80s guy, 80s music, and my kids, who are early 20s now, are listening to the same stuff. We go out in the boat and they're listening to the 80s stuff, and I'm like, wow, this is, it's a win-win situation there.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, because
And
usually everything you do with the kids, they have a complaint. I don't want this. You say black, they say white. So it's a good happy medium that we have with the kids.
I love that. I love that.
So when you do covers, are you inspired by the 80s? A lot of 80s covers in there?
Oh, yeah. I grew up listening to so many different kinds of music and being in love with it. Gloria Estefan, Pat Benatar, ZZ Top, yet John Denver, Mary Chapin Carpenter. So I feel like my listening catalog is vast and just really great music. It doesn't matter what genre it is. It doesn't matter what time it's from. If it's really great, it's going to connect with generations to come. And I have that blend in my repertoire.
Yep. And the music you're putting out there is going to be out there forever. And kids in the future and people in the future are going to listen to you forever. Pretty neat.
I love that. That's
Pretty
what's so magical about music.
It really is. So when you're out there and you're playing, it must be super magical to look out into the crowd and, watch the reactions of the fans singing along with your originals. I mean, there must be nothing like it.
It's very emotional and chilling, because I mean, you don't know, when you're writing, you hope people are going to connect with what you're writing about or what you put out as a single and it's really special when you get messages or people come to your shows and they're just singing along to these original songs and you're like, holy cow, this is amazing.
Yeah, and they're wearing some of your Rachel Lipsky fancy swag. Did you design all that yourself?
Oh,
I mean, it's cool.
It's
I mean,
epic.
very colorful. It's colorful. It's, and our listeners and viewers can get it right online at rachellipsky.com. It's
absolutely.
That's pretty neat. Favorite 80 band, go.
Oh God. 80s. Can I say Joan Jett?
You can. Actually, we have the drummer from Joan Jett coming on Musicians and Beyond in a couple weeks.
Gosh,
Pretty
that's
cool.
amazing.
Yes.
That's so cool.
Yeah, epic.
It's so cool.
Yeah, we've had some great guests, including you.
Oh, thank
course.
you.
So tell me, you don't play any instruments at this point?
No, I don't.
No, you don't need it because you have an awesome band. Tell us who's in your band.
So I try to always keep it the same. It doesn't always work out, just depending on, who's going, what their schedule's like. But Brandon Barnes is typically my drummer. Amanda McCoy, she's my bass player, but she also is an amazing lead guitar and acoustic player. So she doubles or triples sometimes depending on the situation. And then my lead guitar changes. But I also played classical violin and flute through school. So I do have a sense of musicality.
Mm-hmm. And who were your biggest musical influences?
Mary Chapin Carpenter, as far as females go, and Gary Allan is probably my biggest male artist.
Yeah, that's some good ones right there.
Yeah.
Awesome. Tell us something special about you.
I love to bake and I don't really get a whole lot of time to do it. This year during the holidays, we're not on tour. We're usually on tour overseas, which is amazing. But I've gotten to bake a lot more,
Awesome.
The past month and that's been fun.
Excellent. So send some towards Boston and we'll let you know how your Toll House cookies are.
I love it. Perfect.
So let's talk a little bit more about your music. There's a song that I really like, and there's a video that goes along with it. And I want to know about the video because it's a little interesting. We are going to listen to Ready, Set, Whiskey, which is an awesome song with Rachel Lipsky. And then we're going to come back. We're going to talk about your video because it's pretty interesting. So, ladies and gentlemen, Rachel Lipsky with Ready, Set, Whiskey.
arms, second wind hitting. As I'm punching the clock, phone blowing up. As I throw it in drive, setting up where we're meeting up Friday night. So close, I see the turn up ahead, road work. All I'm seeing is red, don't stop. Take the shoulders, Sunday drivers, move on over. Here, we've been working all week long. Just the same broke country song. With the lake and the moonshine, running out of breath. Chasing down a good time, yeah. Put the week in the rearview mirror. Raise 'em up like you just don't care. Come on, set yourself free. Everybody with me. Ready, set, whiskey. Another bonfire, smoke, shadows, and flames, getting hot wide on some Mary Jane, just revving it up on some Jim and some Beam, a little late night feel right gasoline. Hey you, I've seen you looking my way, let's dance. Baby, what do you say? My hands on your shoulders, move those handsome blue eyes over. Here, we've been working all week long, just the same broke country song. With the lake and the moonshine, running out of breath, chasing down a good time, yeah. Put the week in the rearview mirror, raise 'em up like you just don't care. Come on, set yourself free, everybody with me. Ready, set, whiskey. One shot for the money, two shots for the pain. You're all I need, honey, to wash it all away. Here, we've been working all week long, just the same broke country song. With the lake and the moonshine, running out of breath, chasing down a good time, yeah. Put the week in the rearview mirror, raise 'em up like you just don't care. Come on, set yourself free, everybody with me. Ready, set, whiskey. Let's make history, everybody with me. Ready, set, whiskey.
I want to have a little shot of whiskey after that one.
Always.
Always. So ready, set, whiskey. It's an upbeat song. Interesting video.
Thank you.
You have bar scenes, and then you have scenes doing shots of whiskey in the emergency room of a hospital. Pretty much,
Then
right?
I'm pregnant with a whiskey bottle.
Yeah. So what's up?
Oh, yeah. So my dear friends, Dan McMillan and Julie Burke, they're out in LA, and they directed and produced that video. They just thought it would be so fun and cool to have these different shots. I was on top of the bar in these really high heels. Like, it was so scary because this bar was so thin. And I was a little terrified to be on top of that bar with those high heels, trying to rock out to my music video, but it worked out. And they just have a really fun, creative, different eye, you know? And then, of course, I'm in the classroom with the kids causing trouble. And then we're doing shots of whiskey in the bar, and I'm pregnant with the whiskey bottle. And, you know, they had this idea on a whim, and they're like, hey, we're not sure how this is going to look or work out, but it might be really cool or it might be super corny, but let's just do it. I'm like, perfect, let's do it. And, you know, after we edit it together and look at it, we can decide if that should stay in there. And we just thought it was such a fun comic relief that And it was different because you always want to stand out. You want people to remember you. There's so much music out there, so many videos. How can you stand out and be remembered by people? And that was a memorable scene.
Right. It was awesome video, very well put together. And,
Thank you.
You know, it grasps your attention because there's so many different eclectic or different things going on. You know, you're jumping from the bar to the hospital to the school to the this and that. So it's really cool. Up and coming musicians, there's a lot of them. And there's a lot of no's that they're going to get and a lot of yeses. And what is your number one advice to give to an up and coming musician?
My favorite piece of advice is if you get told no, it just means not right now. Don't get upset. Of course, there's going to be moments where it's going to be heart shattering, but keep going. Keep going.
Good advice. We got advice from Paul Bielatovich from Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and his advice was, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Don't be a dick. And he's right.
Oh.
Because it's such a small world that you've got to be nice to people and, you know, appreciate what everyone's bringing to the table and try to help each other out. And, you know, it's great advice. I know a lot of people that never got that memo, but you got the memo because you are an awesome, positive person and you're putting some great music out there.
Thank you. Yeah, you never know on your way up if you start kicking people at the bottom. Because everyone comes down, you don't always stay up. You never know who's going to come up and, you know, whether they're an assistant right now or a janitor, you don't know. And it's so true. Just be kind to everybody.
It is so true. So you have been doing music for a long time. You are on your way up and shooting pretty quick. 5 or 10 years down the road, where do you think you're going to be? Or where do you want to be?
I want to be headlining shows at amphitheaters. Red Rocks is my ultimate mecca, but of course I want to be, you know, headlining my own shows, especially in the next 10 years, all over the world. I want to still keep, you know, my tours with Armed Forces Entertainment. I hope that they always keep asking me to be a part of their amazing magic. And, you know, I want to have film and TV songs in there and hit songs on the radio. And I want to also help other people get to where they want to be as well.
Excellent. And during COVID, did COVID help or hurt you? Because it gave you extra time. Were you able to use it to write, or was it more of a negative thing that you weren't able to go out and about?
It was very helpful. I actually still had gigs during COVID because a lot of my gigs that were already planned or private parties that had come up during that time because everyone was at home, they were outdoors gigs. So I was still able to tour a little bit. It wasn't anything like it typically is, but I was thriving, fortunately. And then I was always using my time to write over Zoom. We wrote a bunch of new songs. And then I practiced 90 minutes to 2 hours a day. And during COVID, I was practicing 3 hours a day. So it was very productive.
Excellent. So you use the time wisely, obviously. Yeah. Out in the road, you meet all kinds of people. Fans. Any crazy fan stories?
You know, not super bad. I mostly get people that are just so appreciative, or a lot of military past, you know, veterans that are just get emotional. We get emotional together because they're so appreciative of the love and support, which is such an amazing thing. You know, you get I've had some weird propositions. It's very minor though. And as in it doesn't happen very often. And then you get a little bit of the people that want to tarnish your shine. You know, they want to be mean.
Of course.
And all that is a self-reflection on what they're going through. And I just, you got to brush that off or shake it off, like Taylor Swift says, because you can't let that in.
Yeah, there's always someone out there trying to throw some negative things in there because it makes them look better.
And they're angry that they're not doing what you're doing, and they're upset about it. And that's the end of it.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. So let's put the shoe on the other foot for a second.
Yeah.
You're usually up on stage. Let's put you in the audience. What's the best show you have ever been to?
So, oh God, I've got, so the first one that pops into mind is I was so blessed to have gotten Garth Brooks tickets. So he did a residency, and he said he's going to be doing that more at the Grand Ole Opry House and the Ryman. I don't know if you remember this from a couple of years ago, but it was only 2,000 tickets were available. And I happened to get the last one. I went by myself, and it was literally a masterclass in entertaining. It was spectacular. There were some things that he did that I was already doing. So I was like, oh, good. I'm glad I'm doing this. But there were other things that I'm like, wow, I need to be incorporating this into and he's a class act entertainer. And then Michael Bublé, I have to say, I was like, wow, this guy is literally the whole package. He's so funny. He's very entertaining, and he's just an epic singer.
Awesome. Those are some good ones. Definitely some good ones. So we are talking again with Rachel Lipsky in episode 83. So anyone listening, please follow her. And please, Rachel's followers, please follow us at Musicians and Beyond. And
Absolutely.
Check out Rachel's stuff at rachellipsky.com. Download her music, buy some swag. We're going to play one more song. We are going to play Leave the Night Burning. How's that one? Good one?
Awesome.
All
That's
right.
great.
One more. Rachel Lipsky, Leave the Night Burning.
Sure, I know what you want to do. So much for taking it slow. You're moving so fast. I'm still looking for a match. You're pouring on the gas. Yeah.
That was RachelLipsky.com. Leave the Night Burning. How'd you come up with that one?
So I did not write that one. That song was pitched to me. It was a Tim Hicks, Phil Barton, and Jason Matthews song. And it was pitched to me, and I'm like, oh, this song is fantastic. It fits right in with our message and our sound, and it's so rockin'. And we have such a blast playing that one live, too.
Awesome. Jason's a good guy. I know Jason personally, yeah. We have some mutual friends, Jeff Batson and Eric Haynes out in Nashville have introduced me to Jason.
That's great. So, I know Jeff Batson. That's fun.
Yeah, that's funny. I talked to him this morning. Today's his birthday.
Oh, great.
Today's his birthday. Make sure you go on Facebook and wish him a happy birthday.
I will.
Say and don't tell him I told you. So, all right, Rachel, this has been awesome. Thank you for giving us your time. We like to think that, people Zoom in or come in person as a acquaintance and they leave as a friend. So we want to thank you so much for coming on Musicians and Beyond and being our new friend.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.